All right, well, I'm here with Giancarlo Bernini. He's been on Fool Us. We react to magic sometimes, but we are going to react to Giancarlo's episode of Fool Us with Giancarlo. He's going to tell some stories. He's going to share some fun insights. We're going to watch the trick. Let's get going.
Foolus completely changed my life.
That was fun.
I
Yeah,
was still in college,
the visual
so I
magic
came
is
on
not
the show,
really
and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do next.
what I do,
Then
but
my
in this
act aired
case,
right after
this is my first episode, but we're not doing this.
Yeah,
episode.
Giancarlo was on 2 episodes. We're done with his first
Why
episode.
did you have to
We're
pause it
watching
on
the
that?
second one.
Why did you have to pause it on that frame?
Oh, because that's where I did it.
And they're all really, really good.
My phone started to ring and ring.
We're doing no cuts. We have 10 minutes to record this.
Suddenly knew my name. My parents, who love me a lot, suddenly realized that what made me happy
I actually
could also make me money.
liked how this turned out.
Yeah.
The spoon bend.
Yeah. So I've heard like this intro bit. We'll get to the magic in a minute.
Yeah.
But I have heard from a few people this intro bit's like a little awkward to film.
Oh, yeah.
Because they kind of just drive you around to a bunch of different places and say do some magic. Like how does that work? Do they give you magic to do? Do you pitch that to them? Like how does that part work?
Well, there's different. The first time I did it was very different from the second time. The first
Sure.
time they drove me around. The second time it was a lot more green screen and all just in one location.
Fair enough, yeah.
The second was a lot more scripted.
Sure,
So
interesting.
The first time we did it, I think they've learned in production, but the first time we did it, they asked me questions and I answered. The second time, we
Gotcha.
had like an approved script.
Yeah. Were you like reading it from a teleprompter?
Kind of. They had like
Gotcha,
the
yeah,
note
yeah.
cards with it, and I
Oh,
still
you
tried.
got to do a cue card guy?
Yeah, I had a cue card
Nice.
guy.
Oh,
That was cool.
You've basically been on SNL.
Do a national tour. So I booked one. Couch surfing with friends the whole
This was in
time.
my living room. They asked me to submit video to.
Oh,
because-
really?
Because we weren't
The bottom line for
traveling.
me
Yeah,
is
yeah.
all
So-
magicians
What do you mean you weren't traveling? Oh, like around with them?
Yeah, because they weren't taking us to different locations. They
Gotcha.
said send us as much as you can. And so a lot
Okay,
of
so
this
they
was
could
in
just
the
like
living room.
cut it in. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, this one was cool because the hardest thing for Fool, especially 10 seasons in, is every like close-up cool visual magic trick has already
Yeah.
been done
Oh, for sure.
on these little
Yeah, you
intros.
can't turn a card into a watch.
Right.
Yeah.
And this right.
Yeah.
and this hadn't been done, and I was and I don't even remember where I got this. This is like an old thing that's been in the back of the drawer forever.
Yeah.
And as soon as I brought it out, I was like, yes, that's never been done.
That's crazy. It looks amazing too. You should post this on Instagram later. Like this.
Oh,
right
just
here.
this
Yeah,
clip?
yeah, just
Oh,
this clip.
yeah.
Yeah.
are grateful for Foolus. But I have even more reason to be grateful than
Well, it
most.
didn't make that sound.
Tonight is my thank
Oh,
you.
no, that's sound effects.
And
Oh, and this was cool because I had brought a floating wine glass without knowing that they were going to take me to a wine cellar to film.
Oh, that's so cool.
So
that's
it just
by happenstance. Mm-hmm.
And I actually brought the wine glass to my first Foolus and they didn't use it, which is why I brought it this time.
Oh, you've
So it
had
kinda worked
both.
out.
Did you know that Ocean's 11 was going to be on after?
No, I found
your show?
out.
No,
And that's the
you-
one. That's the one that got recorded.
Yeah,
so.
and then this is so you've performed with both hosts,
Allison Hannigan and Brooke Burke. Yep.
but
yep,
just
yep.
not Jonathan. That was
Not
over
Jonathan
the
Ross.
UK.
No.
Members of our
right, let's watch your
studio
magic,
audience. Give it
though.
up for the magic of Giancarlo Bernini.
Oh man.
The fun
It is such a
background
thrill to be
image.
back on the show.
Oh, sorry about that.
And I'll be
Okay.
honest, last time I was here, I was nervous.
about
Not so
Yeah,
much about the
absolutely.
trick I was doing. I was nervous that I wasn't gonna understand Penn and Teller's code words at the end of my act. Because
a
I
good
mean, let's
bit.
face it, that's a big part of the show. We're all trying to.
Real quick,
Oh, yeah.
remind me. Don't spoil it for this one. But
Sure.
did you fool them your first time around?
I did not fool them
You
the
did
first
not
time.
fool them. So this is your moment to get the trophy. Or
This
not.
is me coming back. But okay, but a couple things.
Yes,
Number
okay.
one, I going into this did not think I was going to fool them.
Sure.
I did not intend to fool them, and this routine wasn't like ever meant to. So I had this pressure. I told myself I'm never going to come back on the show unless I can fool them. Because the first time it's like, oh, it's
Sure.
cool you got on the show.
Yeah, you get the
This-
clip, you get the thing.
Yeah,
like,
and let's
you
see if you
can't
can fool
fail
them
twice.
Right, exactly. The second time it's like,
Uh-huh.
oh, you're going back because you're going to fool them this time, right? And I'm like, no, okay, I didn't want that pressure.
Fair enough.
So I did everything I could to
Yeah.
frame this as my thank you performance. And so you'll
Understood,
notice
yeah,
that there's
yeah.
several times, because they wanted this routine, I was like, all right, there are several times when I imply that this isn't going to fool them.
Sure.
I did it in the intro. I said, this is my thank you performance. Here, I mentioned that Penn and Teller are going to give me code words at the end of the act, which
Yep.
they do when they bust someone.
Yep.
So I'm already setting myself up to be busted.
So I thought today, I'm gonna show you how a magic trick works. And I'll throw in some Penn and Teller code along the way. That way you all might have a chance of understanding how that code works. Now, exposing magic secrets can be a dangerous thing. You two are very close.
Nice
to the
royalty-free music going on back there.
Oh, yeah.
safety helmets.
And this is a routine you do in your show.
In my act, yes.
Which is a weird thing for Fool Us sometimes.
Normally you create
Yeah.
something for the show. Well,
At
depends
least
on the
10 seasons in, you know.
depend on the performer.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
that's
yes,
fair.
this is a thing that I'd been doing, and I said this would be good on the show. I submitted it twice. The first time they didn't even get back to me, and the second
Really?
year they were like, "We want this on the show."
Interesting.
Which is it was
Yeah.
it was interesting.
Maybe they just had a rope trick already. That
Yeah,
year.
they probably had something similar, and they just nixed it without even.
And hang it on the rope by the handle without either of you letting go of your ends. Now, I think we can all agree that doesn't sound possible. But in order for you to experience...
It's interesting here because there's a first phase of the routine
Sure.
that is just a puzzle. It's not a magic trick, and they cut it for time. So
Really?
you'll notice that at one point I give him the rope, I take it back, and I give it right back to him, and it
That's
doesn't make
very
sense why I
funny,
did that.
and they just-
Yeah, it just happened,
yeah.
and it's like because in real time they cut out a phase.
Gotcha. That's so interesting. I mean, TV's gonna TV.
I'm surprised the YouTube comments never pointed that out. They usually catch things like that.
That
but
is
they
true.
didn't.
That is true.
Just and if you don't let go of your end of the rope, and Alex doesn't let go of his end, there's absolutely no way possible that mug could end up hanging on that rope by the handle.
This is very Mike Caveney, Powers of Darkness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Inspired by Mike Caveney's Powers of Darkness, combined with paper balls over the head, combined
Sure,
with
That's really on there, yeah?
well, that's the paper balls over the
Yeah,
head
yeah,
moment.
absolutely,
Classic
absolutely
Slidini for Magic
classic,
fans. And then the blue mug on a rope concept is something that is actually a Viking thing.
Really?
An old idea. Well, I think Viking has the rights to it, but
Yeah, and I mean, you've released this as a
in collaboration with
in
Viking.
collaboration with Viking. Yeah.
Do it again. You've got a mug. You each have one end of the rope. Helmets down.
Yeah, I don't think Viking created it, but I think they got the rights to it. I don't know from who. It's one of those like mystery histories.
Sure, of course. And so the bit is that both of them do not know what's happening. They both have their
Exactly.
Yeah.
Neither of them know what's happening. The audience can see how the trick works,
Yeah.
and they're amazed.
If you don't let go of your end of the rope, and if Alex doesn't let go of his end of the rope,
This guy's now in on it.
there's no way possible that mug could end up on that rope with you holding it. But it's gonna happen anyway. On the count of 3, I want you to drop the mug. It's gonna fall through the air and land on the rope and
But for
link
the
onto
first
it like
phase,
magic. Are you ready?
Sorry, I'm
He
both
won.
watching and
yes,
talking.
three.
For the
Yeah.
first phase, he
You feel
wasn't.
it?
So
Right,
let's,
right.
let's talk real quick. Can I pause?
Absolutely, yeah. Pause whenever you want.
So there's a moment where I throw the rope over the other guy's head.
Yes.
They're both fooled. They're
Yes,
both
absolutely.
fooled. But I throw the rope over the other guy's head because I want him to see it.
Understood, because their visors are up at that
Their
point.
visors are
Yes.
up at that point.
I'm very smart.
I want the other. yes, you are, Brendan. That's why we're doing this. I want the other guy to see
Yeah.
the rope going over his head because at least now he understands. I don't know exactly how this worked, but I can
Right.
see that they're
But I see
messing with us.
something happen.
I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
see that this guy's being messed with, and now he understands the premise of the routine more.
Yeah.
And then when I throw it over his head, I make the joke. That was a joke that went over his head,
Over his
and I
head, yeah.
make that
Very
joke
paper
to
balls.
him.
Yeah.
Because now it feels to him, to the guy in the white shirt,
Absolutely.
like I'm letting him in on it.
Like you're letting him in on it.
So that this time now when I stooge him, when I lift up his visor and he has to be in on it,
Yeah.
he's already up
He's
to speed.
already with you. Yeah.
So
absolutely.
it's not just a funny bit. All of that was designed to get this guy up to speed.
That's really on there.
All right, quick question just
Yeah.
for me. How do you ensure that doesn't fall off his head?
It's a very strong magnet.
Fair enough.
You're gonna take that off of there for me if you don't mind.
Was that learned from trial and error, or just...
Yeah, we know. And then also there's felt on the bottom of
Sure,
the...
sure.
Try to code that method to me. They might say something like, these two guys were duped.
It's all dad jokes in this. in
Sure,
this,
yeah.
But it's Penn and Teller themed.
It's Penn and Teller code. If you've ever watched Fool Us, you know at the end,
It's all
they do
about
this
code.
whole code act. It's loose code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Situation. And now, Dylan.
So the idea here is there's color theory going on here. I don't know how much we talk about this, but
You've got the red mug, the blue mug, the
Yes.
yellow cloth.
so the yellow represents anything covering. It is again trying to simplify a
interesting.
complicated
Sure.
trick
Absolutely.
for a visual audience. The yellow represents anything that covers head, so that's why the helmets and the cloth are yellow. The blue represents ordinary items,
Sure.
so that's why the rope and the mug are blue and white. And then anything that's red represents trickery,
Absolutely.
namely that red mug.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm going to take the rope and thread it through the handle. And I want you to verify for everybody. You can see the rope going through the handle.
This is really interesting here because Penn's guess at
Yeah.
the end of my routine is, or one of his guesses, he takes 3 guesses, we'll get into that, is that I never put the rope through the handle. And I don't think he would have guessed that if he had seen this angle. But he didn't. He can't see this camera angle.
Right, he can't see that because they truly do. They do just watch on. They don't have like a multiple monitor feed or anything like that.
Exactly.
They just watch head on.
And I think that if Penn had seen this camera angle, he would have guessed differently. But because he was looking at it straight on, he was.
But 3 guesses. I mean, I'm sure we'll get to that. But
he 3 guesses.
Fair enough.
Crazy.
Yes. Fantastic. Would you hold on to that? Hold it right there. See, this time we're going to start with the rope on the mug. And in fact, fellas,
Important. I was told to put my finger into the thing so you could see the outline a little bit.
Oh, interesting.
Just little detail, you know?
TV.
Yeah.
Of your helmets and protect the secret of the trick. After all, I can't.
Is that a Mike Close thing?
There's something to puzzle over.
No, Brent.
Oh, that's Brent Brown. Yeah.
That's a Brent Brown thing.
On a rope, I've told you nothing about getting a mug off a rope. And that is an entirely different science.
Looks good.
There it is.
It looks really good.
So many things I want to say.
Really
I want to say about that moment.
Yeah,
but I
you
can't because I don't want to reveal things.
Exactly.
But magicians, feel free to reach out because I have stories about that moment.
Please reach out to him and don't be mean in the comments.
Please
okay?
don't be mean in the comments. We all know it's a magic trick. We all know how it works. Not really.
Yeah,
Some people know. Apparently, everybody on the YouTube comments except
That's
Penn
fair.
except Penn and Teller know.
But they know now. They troll the comments. They know now.
They know now.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, I'll tell you a story
Yes,
there.
absolutely.
Also, just kind of share something that shows the love for the show. I started watching the show when I was
We are friends. I cannot remember if you fooled him or not. So I'm invested. I'm excited.
Well, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
You can see the difference between the scripting and me talking
Sure,
here or there because
absolutely.
the other one's been rehearsed a bajillion times.
Yep.
And now I'm nervous, I'm scared,
Yeah,
and she's asking me questions I'm not
And you're
anticipating.
just like processing, but also waiting and trying to figure
Right,
it out.
I'm processing
Yeah.
the moment, but now I have to be. And this is the least important. I don't care about answering
you
these
don't-
questions. I want to hear what Penn and Teller's thoughts.
And this is a fun story, just real quick. I don't know if you remember this. We are at a convention, a nerdy convention in Columbus, Ohio called Magi Fest for magicians. There's about, I don't know, I think it's like 900 magicians here.
Probably.
And it's every January. 2 years ago, this had been filmed but not aired.
Yes.
Maybe 3 years ago, 2 years ago. It was at a Magi Fest a couple years ago. We were in the airport together. You told me if you fooled them or not before it aired. And I'm remembering sitting in that terminal. I just can't remember what you told me.
Well, I remember telling you.
Because you were making a post, because I think it was airing that weekend or something.
Well,
you were like making a graphic.
You saw the graphic I was making.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to tell you. I told you I wasn't going to tell you.
Exactly,
and then I accidentally opened my
Yeah,
laptop and the post was right
exactly,
there
that's what
with
it
the
is.
result.
That's what it is. So let's find out.
kids who, kind of like me, weren't good.
Oh, really, can I?
Yeah, absolutely.
If we go back a second.
Sure. We just went back 45 seconds.
Come back a few seconds. Here, not here.
Yeah.
We go back to here. A lot of people ask why the guys went
welcome
back
to
into
the
the
helmets.
audience with their helmets on.
I'm assuming, if I can take a guess, I can do my pin thing. So you can eliminate that, like when you put the visor down, there's not like a message there or something.
Well,
Or-
no, it was,
No.
that's a great idea. No, I thought it was weird. And people in the YouTube
Interesting.
comments thought it was weird.
Yeah.
The producers asked me to do that.
Oh, I wonder why.
I think just to save time. They just said, we don't
Fair
have
enough,
time
yeah.
to, I'm like, but
Gotcha.
what's funny is there's a lot of, they
Yeah.
could have just cut that.
They could have,
I don't know.
I mean, if they already cut that giant section, that's crazy.
Yeah,
So
but
my guess
they
was
told
completely
him
wrong. It wasn't.
It was nothing to do with the method.
Fair enough.
But everybody in the comments think, like in the YouTube comments, talked about that, and I was like, dude, the producer just asked me to.
That's so funny.
Just told them to do that. And
Here, let's scoot back.
to where we were.
I did do magic in high
somewhere,
school.
right?
I would try to do a magic show in one of the classrooms during the dances. For all the kids who, kind of like me, weren't good dancers or weren't interested or wanted to take a break from the dance floor, we'd do like 3
Or didn't ask anybody. Yeah.
shows a night.
I'm there too.
A crowd, and it was, I didn't have to worry about whether I had a date to the dance.
Because I couldn't
You
get
were
one.
just
Because I
you were-
couldn't get
yeah,
one.
Fair enough. You were just waiting for them to like turn to talk to you. You're like, I don't care about this.
Right, I'm waiting for Penn and Teller.
Giancarlo,
Giancarlo.
Giancarlo, he says the Italian version.
it's a wonderful routine, especially for us. That's very nice. You did all the thing about me talking code. You did all the codes, what we're going to do. So we're done with that. We're not going to talk in code.
That face right there, I think,
You think
because I
right
know
now,
Penn and
yeah.
Teller weren't fooled.
Sure.
So Because I know that this routine is not fooling.
So when he says
and so when he says they're not going to talk about, they're going to tell me exactly how. And I've seen him do it a few times. I thought they were about to tell everybody how
you're
it
just going
works.
to be like, it uses this, this, and this.
I thought they were going to tell me exactly how it worked on national TV, and I'm like, I can't do this trick in my show anymore. And I was that is a very real face. That is a real reaction.
That's very funny.
We're going to just lay it out right for you there, okay? And we're just going to tell you how we think you did it with no code at all. We don't ever do this.
That's
but you've
wild.
already used up all the code, so we're not gonna use any code.
I'm trying to pretend like I'm okay. I'm gonna have such a fake laugh. Like, please don't ruin my life.
It was hooked on there, but it really wasn't. It's that simple. Do you have a piece of thread on there?
There is no thread.
Okay.
So he guesses thread.
Yeah, he guesses thread.
I say there's
That's
no
one
thread.
guess.
And hold on. I know the rules of the show.
The rules of the show.
Here's the thing. The official Penn needs to make it entertaining, but the rules of the show are he gets one guess. So I realize he just took his one guess.
Yeah, so you're very happy right now.
And I just realized his guess was wrong. I realized I just fooled them. I don't know how, but I just fooled them.
I didn't go yet.
And then he says, I didn't
And he says, I didn't go yet.
That's...
And now
And that's one way someone could have, but you had.
and here's where I'm processing it. And I realize that he's just being entertaining for TV because he's not allowed to take more than one guess technically.
Sure.
And so what's interesting here is right now Penn is pretending that he's not fooled. Because also that's the other thing is they know that they've been fooled.
Yes, absolutely. Because they've got people. They have people behind the scenes that like sort of officiate.
Yeah,
that's like
the judges.
For a wedding,
they're
I guess you officiate a competition.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is that they tell the judges how they think the trick works. The judges say yes, you're right, or no, you're wrong, and then they have to deliver it in the most entertaining way possible.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
when Penn is guessing, he already knows whether he's been fooled or not, and the judges are obviously holding him to
Very
that.
rarely there have been arguments, and it's never good.
No, especially in the later seasons, they don't allow that as much. But but here's an interesting moment because in this moment, Penn knows that he's been fooled, and I know that I fooled Penn, and we're both pretending that neither of us know, but we both know that both of us know.
That's crazy.
So that's this moment right here.
That is, there's a lot to take.
There's a lot going on right there.
Face and posture.
Yes.
You are so still.
Not just for the visors, but that have earpieces that say, act like it's actually on there.
So right now he's just throwing out an
He's just throwing out random guesses. And I think that's probably all his guesses.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, these are probably all guesses that they thought of.
Yeah.
You know what my guess is?
That one feels like they wrote that down, they're brainstorming, they ruled that one out quickly. Earpieces.
I think what they're probably thinking is that I used thread and never put the rope through the handle, and then that I maybe used earpieces to tell the guy to pretend that that's what happened.
Sure.
Because if you put all their guesses together, it does become a method.
It kind of makes one theory. Sure.
When it's not, they have earpieces in there?
There's no technology.
I didn't think so. I didn't think there were earpieces in
You didn't even get through because he's.
I'm just like, I'm getting excited because I'm like, how long do I have? Just give me the.
Yeah.
You fooled us.
And that's when you just let it out. You're just like, that's a real reaction in delayed time.
I bet.
Because I've been wanting to let that out.
You fooled Penn and Teller. I've got something for you. I don't.
Oh,
I don't.
okay. Well,
yeah.
But I get to be on your YouTube channel.
I've never been on the show, so I don't have a trophy to give you.
Well, you have more followers and you haven't been on the show, so I'll defer to you.
So maybe we should. And Giancarlo just let me know they might not be renewing. So.
Hold on, we don't know that. They haven't renewed yet.
I said might not.
They haven't renewed yet, is what I said.
He has no inside info.
Zero insight.
Through the
Genuinely.
January is about the time that they reach out for new acts.
I'm just speculating that if they haven't renewed by now, they might not. Because it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Giancarlo Bernini, everybody, this is amazing. Giancarlo, where can they find you?
At Bernini Magic or BerniniMagic.com. That's my main thing.
We'll put a graphic.
Yeah, and also please follow, like, subscribe to this guy. He's awesome. We love him.
All right, well, fade to black.
Bye.